Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to start off by applauding the three gentlemen, the one from Schuylkill, the gentleman from Chester, and the gentleman from Cumberland County, for their effort and hard work on what is absolutely a difficult and complex issue. As a matter of fact, the gentleman from Chester County, a couple of months ago, took the time to come down to my district office and sat with me for an hour and talk to me about the plan. I want to commend them and thank them for their effort and hard work. With that said, I rise in opposition to the amendment that we have before us. And there's a lot of reasons that I rise in opposition. In my 20 years here in Harrisburg as state representative, these are the kind of things when we rush, when we take a big complex issue, when there are unanswered questions about this issue and we're up against the deadline, these are the times when we pass a bill and we get in trouble as a General Assembly. I pose the question, what's the rush? Why are we doing this now? And I want to point to a few different things. I mean, I've got this one study from the Pew Charitable Trust, and it's about 7 or 8 pages of questions about this proposal and criticisms. This plan has the effect of phasing out the defined benefit component and phasing in a larger 401-style component over time. This component will not, however, have a meaningful effect on addressing the state's current unfunded liability. From the actuarial study, PCERS will only be funded 59.6% in 2015 if we take no action. By 2025, it will be 65.5% funded if we do nothing. If we pass the proposal in front of us, PCERS will be 65.2% funded in 2025, 0.3% less of being fully funded. Let's start with the cost. This bill, or this proposal, offers no budget relief in 14-15. It offers none in 15-16. It offers no budget relief in 16-17. In fact, by the time this bill leads to any saving, it achieves any savings at all, we will be well past the temporary spike in pension cost. I could go on and on, Mr. Speaker. I want to point out the gentleman from Cumberland County, who I think is the most knowledgeable person in this General Assembly and has worked on a plan, has offered over the summer to bring all the interested parties together that have a stake in this pension issue. Bring them all together and try to come back in the fall with another proposal. What's the rush, Mr. Speaker? I think that is a reasonable and measured approach to this complex issue. And for all those reasons, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to be recognized to make a motion.
The gentleman from Bucks County, Mr. DiGirolamo, rises to make a motion. He may state his motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move that we refer House Bill 1353 with all amendments to the Human Services Committee.
The gentleman, Mr. DiGirolamo, has made a motion to re-refer this bill and all amendments to the Human Services Committee. On that motion, the gentleman, Mr. DiGirolamo, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And again, I think this is a reasonable and measured approach to the problem we have here. The gentleman from Cumberland County has offered again to put together a group over the summer to look at this problem. There are too many unanswered questions about the proposal and the amendment that we have before us. I ask for an affirmative vote on the motion.
Chair thanks the gentleman. Recognizes the Majority Leader, Mr. Turzai, on the motion.
We have had a more detailed and significant debate on the issue of public pensions than we have had on any singular issue outside of the budget. I would ask members to understand that we should proceed with debate, let both sides put their perspectives on the table, and have a vote. We would ask all members to please vote against the motion to recommit to the Human Services Committee. Thank you.
Chair thanks the gentleman. Those in favor of the motion to re-refer will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Members will proceed to vote. Have all the members voted? Have all the members voted? Clerk will record the vote on the motion to re-refer to the Human Services Committee. The yeas are 107, the nays are 96, and the motion passes.